Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here, and welcome back to Union Cross. I still can't get over the theme, the music, everything just looks so good, guys. It feels so good. But how's it going? We're gonna be doing traits in this video. I'm gonna go over what I'm gonna plan for my medals, and also try to give you guys some tips on traits, what to keep traits on, what traits are good for what medal, everything. I'm saying whatever I do in this video is gonna help you no matter what. So I just want to start off by saying, do you remember how I told you guys over and over and over, just farm a bunch of Meowgies, farm a bunch of classic Donalds, so on and so on. You never know what the game's going to do. Well, here you go, guys. Trait system, meaning all those extra Meowgies I have, all those extra classic Donalds, Halloween Soras. I got 2 Jack Skellingtons that I can actually put together and hopefully get an extra 1,000 attack on him. That'd be pretty cool. So there's a lot of old medals that I decided to keep a bunch of copies because I never knew what was really going to happen. But before we go into the game any further, if you're new to the game, play that beginner's quest, because it gave me 7 of the Donald Bs. It gave me attack boost 2, defense boost 2. There was 30 jewels per quest. It gave a Diz, so you have a ×1 buffer. If you pull another one, put them together, extra attack, you have a ×2 buffer. And I was just very surprised. Also, there was magic mirrors. It was crazy. I was like, holy, this is actually a really good beginner's quest. So anyone that's new to the game, because we have this trait system, you're going to be able to catch up very fast. Once you get to competition, the trait system is going to be on your opposite side. But for now, trait system is actually going to help new players and players who are struggling just to pass a couple things. So with that being said, fusing metals together. Like my Sora and Roxas here, I'm going to do the trait roll. So I'm going to fuse one. If you guys don't know what traits are, you should know a little bit. But if you do know what traits are basically when you fuse one copy, do this. Here we go. That's my first time. I haven't touched traits yet. So metals and traits. Fuse 2 of the same metals and unlock a random trait. Some metals can have more than one trait. So tier 4s and tier 5s seem to have 2 traits. So what you don't want to do is click that button right there. What you don't want to do is do this and this and this and think you're going to get 3 traits. If you do that, you're going to get 3 dots, but you're only going to get 1 trait. So make sure that you only put 1 at a time. So I'm going to put him together, roll, push level up, push OK, and then it's going to do its roll, and it's going to show me what trait I get. If I like that trait, every time I fuse another one, so let's say now after the trait I'm done, when I fuse another one and it rolls, actually we'll go into that as we do it. So I don't want this guy to be my first roll. I'm going to explain the traits a little bit more, but I don't want him to be my first trait roll. I do have all these Maleficent Bees here. Another thing, my buddy Anthony, what he did was he put Maleficent Bee together. So when he put them actually together, he got a trait that was whatever trait. Let's say whatever trait you get. Now this Maleficent Bee has a trait. So when he got that Maleficent Bee and he tried to put it into this Maleficent Bee, the trait does not carry over. The trait will disappear. Just in case you guys didn't read that or didn't know that, you cannot put a trait. Let's say she has a trait, and I try to combine her into another medal that doesn't have a trait. That trait will not transfer. And what I mean by another medal, I mean another Maleficent Bee. If I try to give her to one of these Maleficent Bees, the trait will not carry over. So that's another thing to take in consideration. If you pull medals and then you pull a boosted version, but the medal you already have has a really good trait, you're not going to be able to transfer that trait. It's going to roll a new trait again. So make sure the medal you're doing is the medal you're keeping. If it has Sids on it, Chips, Dales, make sure you're putting medals into that medal to roll for the traits, because you will lose it. What else is there? Yeah, Chip and Dales, guys. If you kept all your Chip and Dales, you're going to be really good right now. If you kept all your Bells, Illustrated Bells and Beast, double attack, extra attack is called. Extra attack is really good on this medal, really good on this medal. My Pooh Bears here raises speed based defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. If I combine them together, I'm going to have times, if I get extra attack. Utility medals, guys. It's a theme. Anything that's utility medal, you're going to be golden. Sadly, Hercules and Phil, I had 95% and I combined all of them into Phil because, you know, I just had to make space at that time. That was before the inventory upgrade. Now I have 900. Also, if you guys didn't know, there's a hidden campaign. Someone mentioned in my YouTube comments. Thank you, by the way. There was only 1 person, so you know who you are. There's actually... if you go to the shop and you go upgrade your storage, it's on sale again. It's for 50 jewels instead of 100. So the sale is back for increasing your storage. My Sebastians, I got 3 4th copy right here to re-roll into my Sebastian. So I got 4 chances at double or extra attack. What else? What else is there? There's so much that I kept. My 3 classic Donalds you guys see here. This is why I stress so much by saying keep extra copies of farmable medals, because you never know what might happen. And boom, there you go, guys. Now remember a long time ago, I guilted my Pete. I got 100%, and then I'm like, what do I do with this guy now? I get to get a trait on Pete, guys. Pete's gonna get re-rolled into a trait, because I was gonna sell this medal for space, but I'm like, I don't know, I like a 5-star copy, so I kept it. So saving, guys, is super important in this game if you're new. If you've been watching me forever, you know saving's gonna pay off. 2 Meowsties. If I get extra, I don't know which I'm gonna keep, my Lux one or my Attack Boost 3 one. If I get 1,000 attack on Attack Boost 3, Meowsti's gonna become a powerhouse. If I get that extra 1,000, he's gonna have 9,191 attack. Or I can keep this one and hope for the traits of raid boss damage, so I have a Lux farmer. I don't know yet, guys. There's so many choices I have to make. But like I said before, if you're new to the game, Winnie the Pooh, if you get 2 of them, extra attack, now you have a ×4 buffer, better than Illustrated Kari's buff. Not her heal, but just her buff. So stuff like that. Anything utility, guys, with extra attack is going to be really good. Extra attack, very good. This is the thing I'm most excited for in this video. I'm going to be able to get a trait on my Jack and Sally's, guys. My plan for Jack and Sally is going to be, I want 2 copies. So I'm going to fuse these 2 together, and hopefully both of them get extra attack. If both of them get extra attack, I am set and I do not have to pull for the new Illustrated Kari. As you guys can see, I'm 150 away from 40,000 jewels. And if everything turns right in this video, my Illustrated Belle and Beast gets an extra attack, and at least one Jack and Sally gets an extra attack. I'm not going to pull for Illustrated Kari because I have Jack and Sally's. If you guys have multiple copies of Sora too, you can do that, but that was a lot harder to get, this guy right here, because he does do what the new Illustrated Kari does. He raises a tribute and lowers the tributes. So if you have multiple copies of him and you get extra attack, you're golden. But most likely a lot of people won't have that. Oh, another one. Here we go, Kari. But what I want is this guy to have extra attack, so I have a ×6 tier buffer for strength. And then if I get extra attack on my Jack and Sally's in this video, then I'm 100% set and I don't need that new Illustrated Kari because Chippendales will have 8 gauge restore if I get extra attack. So I'm really relying on RNG here, but if it all lands perfectly, guys, my setup's going to be super powerful for a long time. So the reason I'm telling you all this is because it gives you an idea of what you really want, what you should save for, what you should stock up on. Like right here, I have 3 Halloween Soras, guys. 3 Halloween Soras. So just save everything. I'm most happy about this, that I have 2 Jack Skeletons. A lot of people are not going to have a trait on him unless he comes back. So I will be one of the first to have extra trait, trait on my Jack Skeletons. So really excited about all that. There's so many medals. I have my Rax medals here. I'm not going to fuse them together because they're so useful by themselves. I proved it in the Maleficent Bee event where it said use all reverse medals. That was my ×3 buffer there. There's so much. I wish that they told us about the trait system before the guilting campaign because this kind of like screwed a lot of people over. But I guess it was a clean wipe for everybody. So anybody lucky enough not to do a whole guilting thing, you are set. So anyways, that's a little bit of my thought process and let's just get into this. Let's get into this guilting campaign now. Not guilty campaign, this trait system. Okay. What's going to be my first roll on traits? I'm going to do the Chippendales. I'm going to go with Chippendales and see if I can get extra attack. I'm going to do my first 3. Oh, these are most important. I need these 3. Illustrated Belle and Beast, Chippendale, and Jack and Sally. I need extra attack on all 3 of those. So do I start with them or do I get my RNG out of the way here? I feel like getting my RNG out of the way here. So if I didn't finish what I was explaining before, I'm not going to guilt this medal yet, but I'm going to roll for traits and then wait for a guilting campaign because the higher the guilt, the closer you are to getting an extra 5 Nova, more attack on it. It's not the greatest medal, but if you're not going to use it, then why guilt it out of a guilting campaign? That's my kind of motto, kind of like stick to that. If you don't need to use it, then don't fully waste it. Like chips, if you don't need chips on a medal, don't put chips on a medal. If you don't need a skill on a medal yet, like the new Kairi, if you're passing everything without a skill on her, then don't worry about the skill until you actually hit a point where you're stuck and you're like, okay, in this situation, I really need defense boost. Put defense boost on her and then just keep it. Or in this situation, I really need second chance. Put second chance on her. Just don't drop skills just because you have a medal. It doesn't need a skill right away. Unless it's your attack medal, then obviously attack boost. So, for this guy, Utility metal again. He's not that strong, so I don't want him from attack. I could use him as attacker. I could use extra attack on him. That's no problem either. But it's not gonna really benefit. So extra attack for double HP recovery or some kind of like resistance. I would want this guy. See, I'm not 100% sure with these guys. So you know what? For the sake of this video, I'm gonna go with the trade system for my setup. So here we go. Chippendale is gonna be the first one. I'm gonna unlock all these. I'm excited, guys. I'm so excited for this. If this works out perfectly, I am set for a very, very long time. Not a very long time, but for a good amount of time not needing to pull. And I can keep saving up my jewels. I'm 40,000. If I don't do anything this month, I'm gonna be stacking jewels until like 100,000 until I really need to. Alright, that's just this account. Everybody else, the Kyrie's going to help you guys greatly if you don't have these Jack and Sal leave, these World Final Fantasy medals, so on and so on. But if you don't have any of that, pull for her. If you do have Jack and Sally in this kind of setup, then you don't need to pull for her. Okay, so this guy is going to only have one trait, as you guys can see here. Usually tier 4s or tier 5s will have a second trait here. So for this guy, extra attack guaranteed. That's what I want. I don't want nothing else but extra attack. So here's my, oh, there's some of them on my Keyblade. I gotta go get rid of my Keyblade real quick. I'll be back. Alright, so I took them out. I'm back. Another thing I want to myth bust here is if the medal is not 5-star or 6-star, it doesn't matter. You can do any rarity. So see those stars down there? The medal does not have to be 6-star to get a trait on it. You just have to have 2 copies of the medal. So if you put a 2-star medal together with a 2-star medal, it will roll a trait. Don't worry about that. As you guys can see right here, it's ready for a trait. If you want to double check, just make sure it says trait and 0 out of 1. That means the medal's good to go. Just in case they change something down the line or I'm wrong, just make sure when you click on the medal that you're going to put a trait on, it actually has a trait slot. But for as far as I know, you don't need to be 6-star. You can do it 5 stars, 4 stars, so on and so on. So this is my first trait. It'd be great if I had extra attack right in the starting. That's what I want. I'll be so sad if I roll all 6 of these. So 6 chances of extra attack. Here's my first one. Paralysis resist. I think these stack, by the way. So later on, if you have multiple copies on a Keyblade, all paralysis, it might stack to 100%. I'm not sure. I think there's a cap, but I could be totally wrong on that. Okay, that's my first one. Second one. Now you guys are gonna see what happens when you roll a trait on a trait. So if your medal already has a trait and you fuse another copy of that medal, it's gonna roll a trait again. But now it gives you the option to keep it or get rid of it. Strength plus 1,000. OP. Since I don't really care about the paralysis, I'm going to show you guys right now. It says right here, trait, trade. You say, okay, replace paralysis 20% with strength 1,000. Yes. There you go. Now I have strength 1,000. Paralysis is gone. There's only one trait for these medals. So I'm getting nervous here because my extra attack's not happening. This is very RNG, guys, and especially for limited medals like Jack and Sally and Illustrated Belle and Beast. If I don't get extra attack, I don't get extra attack, and that's it. Max gauges plus 2. That's not bad. That's not bad too. Instead of extra attack, I can keep this. If I don't get extra attack, this basically means that my Keyblade gets an extra 2 gauges. So really, it's not a restore, but at least I have 2 extra gauges. So technically, this medal gives me 6 gauges for 1 turn. And then 4 gauges next turn. So that's not that bad either. So I'm going to keep that one above everything else if I don't get extra attack. But if I do get extra attack, like skill perks on him, like a paralysis plus or sleep plus, will have a second chance to activate. So that's really good too. Strength plus 1,000. Now I'm going to show you guys if you don't want the skill, you just push skip. Strength 1,000 will be lost. We keep our max gauges plus 2. So extra attack also benefits activating skills twice. So paralysis plus, any little plus skills. Okay, yeah, this is my second last chance at extra attack. This is how RNG this is. Max gauges plus 2. I wonder what happens when it's the same one. Yes, I want to replace max gauges plus 2 with max gauges plus 2. Aw, I was hoping it'd be like plus 4. No, it doesn't work like that. So what I gotta do now is optimize him. I'm gonna full level him up, and then I'm gonna change him to 6. Ooh, I got a boosted one. I didn't have to waste more planes. So we're gonna evolve this one to 6-star, and then I'm gonna get my other. Am I missing something there? That's 3. That's 4 copies. Did I fuse some together already? No, there's an equipped one. Alright, so I know you guys are not live with me right now, but I screwed up big time. I screwed up big time. So, learn from this video. If you guys do not have it 6-star, don't forget to make it 6-star so you don't forget about guilting. So I'm no longer able to guilt my Chip and Dale. That's what happens when I overthink. I no longer get to chip my chip. I no longer get to guilt him. So this medal is never going to be guilted unless I throw 2 Mickey Brooms into him. So I lose 6 Nova. I lose a potential 6 Nova. Hopefully it comes back later on. It'll come back down the line. I'm not too upset because high score challenge medals will get re-released. So I'm not super upset. But at the same time, it really sucks. Now I don't get to show you guys a guilt with this, but that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk over here. So I'm going to remove the ones I have and come right back in. Alright, we're back. Don't forget, guys, make your medals 6 stars once you put 3 copies into a 5-star or 2 copies into a 3-star, I believe. Whatever. Just make sure once your dots are full, you upgrade the medal to the next level. You guys probably saw it before I saw it and you're freaking out. I screwed up, but it's a lesson for everybody and it's a lesson for me. So at least I did it on this medal and not a very, very important medal. Because I'm still getting my traits, I'm just not getting my guilt now. So, last one. Remember, make sure that if you have a skill on it or a trait on it you really like, make sure you're fusing that medal and using the medal that doesn't have a trait on it. Because if I did this the other way, then I would lose that trait and re-roll a new trait. So here's my last chance at a trait. Make this worth it for me, guys. Come on, Cena. I sacrificed Chip and Dale's. My sacrifice. Let's see. Extra attack. Worth the sacrifice. Alright, so no extra attack and no guilt. I got nerfed, guys. I got nerfed. There we go. There's my nerf Chip and Dale. Extra 2 gauges, still not that bad. I'm not upset about it or anything. It's totally fine. Optimize it, make them level 100, might as well. I got a ton of these planes. And then we're gonna go into the illustrated Belle and Beast. What I'm gonna do here though, all these are gonna get unlocked. I did waste skills on all of these because of the high score challenge. So I have, I believe, defense boost 3 on this one. I have defense boost 2 on this one. I got an attack prize plus. So the most important one to me is defense boost 3. And that's it. Defense boost 3 and SP gauge 1. So this one's going to be my main one for sure. It has Chip and Dale's and it has SP attack gauge 1. That's what I want on my illustrated Belle and Beast. So everything else I'm not too worried about. This one I might keep separate. That's my extra reroll. So I get to guilt this medal and have an extra reroll. I have 8 copies. They're 6 stars, so I'm safe to fuse all of them together and get my guilt. Anything below 6 star, guys, like I just did, don't forget to not make it 6 star. I can't believe I still did that. Anyways, hopefully it's a sacrifice and my Jack and Sally gets extra attacks and my Belle and Beast get extra attack and I'm golden. And I'm set. Alright, so here we go. Belle and Beast. Illustrated Belle and Beast. The one that's most important to me is locked. Everything else has skills on it that I'll wait. So these will be my last 3. I'm going to go for the ones that don't have any skills on it. First one, I'm looking for extra attack. Hopefully I didn't screw up anything on this one. I'd be so sad if I screwed up something on this one. Okay, that's the one that has SIDS. We're good. Extra attack. Damage and rage plus 40%. Not a damage medal. It is a damage medal a little bit because it has a pretty good multiplier, but it's not what I want on this one. Again, I'm going to put 20 SIDS on this since it's my main medal. I'll explain SIDS later. Second one. The dots are not full yet, so we're safe. Second one to get a trait. I'm so nervous now that I screwed up. I'm like looking at everything. I'm not showing it on camera, but I'm freaking out right now. I'm like, don't screw this one up. I'm so nervous too. If I don't get extra attack, it's going to take so... Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy right now. Now, what's going to be my second one? What's going to be my second trait? I'm going to fuse more together. Also, I don't need him guilted. So what I can do, I'm not going to guilt him right now, like I said before, because the guilting campaign, I'd rather get a really high percentage roll than try to guilt him now and get something really bad. So I don't need him guilted to pass anything, so I'm not going to guilt him yet. What I am going to do, though, is now that this one has extra attack, I can double cast them. I have a times 6 buffer, so one of them turned out beautiful in the second run. That's fine with me. Now that I have a defense boost 3 version, I'm going to try to get an extra attack on this one too, depending on the situation. Let's say I have enough SP restore. I can go in this guy with 5 and have defense boost 3 because I need defense boost to survive. So if I can get extra attack on him, I'm set. So I'm making sure this one's locked. He's locked. I can't fuse him. I'm good. Now I'm going to grab my other extra copies and put them into this one and try to get a second one with extra attack. Down the line, eventually I'm going to combine them all together. This is just me playing the way I always play. Just be careful. Just take your time with everything if you don't need it. Oh, did I just waste my Jack and Sally roll? Did I just waste my Jack and Sally roll? I am so... Oh my god. I hope I didn't just waste my Jack and Sally roll. Oh my god. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think I just wasted my Jack and Sally roll. Let's put a couple more in here, because the rest I don't care about. Paralysis and defense boost 2 I might keep, but I'm going to fuse all of them together except for the extra reroll, which is that extra B. So I'm going to put 2 more into this one and roll for its second one and just keep it at that. Once this one has its second roll, I'm going to go back and try to second roll the other one. So what's my second trait going to be? My second trait's going to be defense plus 2,000. Oh, that sucks. This sucks so bad because this would have been better on my other Bell and Beast. If anything, I could put an SP gauge 1 on this one later on. So since this one looks really good, I'm going to go back to my main one and I'm going to do this again. Again, this might not happen on this one. You guys be like, oh, you should have just stuck to the first one and done it. It's okay, guys, because later on I'm going to fuse these together, so it doesn't really matter. So here's my last one, attack prize plus. This one's going to go in, and I'm going to lock this one for a guilting reroll, for the guilting reroll. I don't need that one. Just to make sure, this is the one with SP attack age 1, and it's already got extra power. Okay, and this guy's got nothing. I'm double checking everything. I don't care. Here we go. Hopefully I get defense boost plus 2,000, and I don't have to think about all that, because that's actually really good. I don't mind that. Or SP gauge plus 2. That would be good too. Extra 2 gauges. I called it. I called it. So here's an example of 2 traits. Now I pick which one I want to get rid of. So I want to remove damage raid plus 40%. Is that a... I think that's like it does damage for everybody or just this medal. So that might be good on him, but I don't mind too much. I'd rather have a utility medal that's going to help me in everything. So I am going to remove that and put gauges. So now I got extra 2 gauges and extra attack plus 40%, or sorry, 40% extra attack. So the second attack's only do 40% power. The whole thing is extra attack, lets me use this medal twice. So I got a times 6 buffer. So there we go. Later on when I fuse this one with this one, I'll get a guilt and then I can re-roll guilt with this one. So many screw ups. I think I wasted my extra attack for my Jack and Sally. I'm so nervous now, guys. Am I still recording? I'm still recording. Okay. The moment of truth. I do want 3 copies, so I don't know if I'm going to go all out here. I'm so nervous right now. Did I skip it? Where's Jack and Sally? Jack and Sally, where are you? Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Come out. Okay, so these 2 Jack and Sally's got nothing on it. These are the ones that I'm going to fuse together. So my most important one is this one right here, attack boost 2 and attack prize plus. This is the one I use the most. So I got defense boost 2 and attack prize plus here. I want to keep 3 copies, so I'm going to try 2 for sure here, and then I'm going to shit myself for a bit and think about doing the next one. So I've had these Jack and Sallys together for so long. My plan is fuse this together, get extra attack, and then fuse another 2 together, get extra attack, and have 2 copies of extra attack. Again, this Jack and Sally could have 2 traits because it's a tier 4. This Jack Sally's got nothing on it. This is the one I care about. Oh, I'm so nervous. I can't believe my second Bell and Beast got an extra attack. I think I wasted it, guys. I hope not. I sacrificed Chippendales for this. The sacrifice is real, guys. The sacrifice is real. I sacrificed the Cena on my Chippendales. Please, extra attack. 1 out of 11 chance to get extra attack. Oh, oh my god. Ah. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh. My god, I'm so nervous, guys. You guys don't understand. This is so important to me. Jack and Sally's, I don't know if they're coming back or not, but please, extra attack. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The problem here now is I got 3 medals in 1. I have 2 extra Jack and Sally's. My strategy at the moment is 3 Jack and Sally's with my buffer, and I have ×3 up for my strength for tributes and ×3 down for their tribute defense. So if I put another Jack and Sally into this one, I lose that combination. Okay, I decided I'm not going to take a chance with this. I am going to save this because I still use 3 Jack and Sally's until I decide if I'm going to pull or not, or if new medals are going to come out and replace my Jack and Sally's. I'll do something about it, but for now, having 3 copies of Jack and Sally is something I want, and it's still helping me through the game, so I'm not going to nerf myself and then make myself waste jewels to pull the new illustrated Kairi. I have so many days to think about this. This is what I go through every day, guys. I resist myself from doing a mistake and regretting it, and usually it turns out really good to save everything, because you can't go wrong with saving something. I was just trying to find a little boost in my power, try to make me a little bit stronger, but ground enemy defense negative 20%, so all the ground enemies were going to take 40% more damage, which is good. So I'm going to play it safe and end this video here, and this is it. I hope I explained everything I could in this. Hopefully you guys got good ideas, and also show you guys like how you stop yourself from doing these things, how you stop yourself from just wasting stuff you don't have to waste. And I do have 2 Jack skeletons here. Combine them would be cool, but having 2 Jack skeletons, I don't know, it feels pretty cool as well. So I don't need to combine them to make them any stronger for anything. I'll think about it down the line later on. Maybe they'll do something for like multiple copies and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe they'll have like double reroll campaign or something. So I'm going to stick tight and just be happy with what I got. And that's it, guys. So thank you so much for watching my horrible mistakes, my terrible luck on my Jack and Sally's. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.